The Todd Boehly spending spree continues. Guys, I'm recording this video and there's some construction happening outside. Hopefully it doesn't interrupt too much. But Noni Madueke is now being confirmed as a Chelsea player. 35 million from PSV Eindhoven. 20 years old, left-footed, strong. I've watched a comp of him. He looks fearless. He gives me Adama Traore vibes. He's almost like a running back. British, English player. And, you know, I think he was at the likes of Crystal Palace and even Tottenham in his younger days. And he's obviously been killing it at PSV. Looks like a brilliant prospect. And Chelsea have decided to seize the opportunity. Christopher Bohely has looked to bring in another young player to Chelsea, along with Noni Madueke, along with João Felix, along with Badiashile, along with Santos. And you can clearly see there is an emphasis on bringing in young players for the future, attacking players who are going to transform this lack of goals that we seem to be suffering from, and hopefully redesign our attacking threat. And it looks to me like we're really doubling down on this season. It's not looking like a long-term project where Chelsea are trying to, you know, work with the players that we have, ease in the youth and get results slowly and over a period of time. It looks to me as if we are really trying to salvage this season, as top four is clearly, you know, the bare minimum that Boehly is going to require. If you just look at the revenue you get from the Champions League, I think this is sort of a Boehly hedging his bets and hoping that Chelsea do achieve top four in order to get a return on his investment. And it's risky business. I can't say I'm too pleased with this sort of approach, but it's exciting. It's exciting for the neutral. It's exciting as a Chelsea fan, but it's also a bit worrying because these strategies don't always come off. You look at Barcelona and how they took so many punts on players, spending big, thinking it would equal success, and it doesn't always work like that. But Chelsea are in the midst of, you know, I think Noni Madueke is doing his medical right now. And he'll be unveiled as a Chelsea player, I'm sure, in the next couple of hours. And he brings a lot to our team. I think it's just a completely redesign that we're going for at the moment, and it shows a lack of faith in our current attacking options, in Kai Havertz, in Pulisic, in Ziyech, in Sterling. It looks like we're completely, you know, out with the old and in with the new, and we are looking to clearly do damage in this second half of the season. Graham Potter must be excited. He must be feeling like this is the way that he can reinvigorate this season, but it is slightly concerning with all these new incomings, how that will affect squad morale, how will that affect current players, because it doesn't always seem to work well when there are a lot of revolving doors at a club. It can mean that, you know, the harmony in the dressing room and things get a bit disrupted. But Noni Madueke is definitely one for the future. Definitely another player that we're bringing in with an eye on building and potentially challenging for the Premier League in the next couple of seasons. But for him to hit the ground running this season, I think would be a big ask. And it's just, it seems like we're, you know, going for a lot of attacking threat, and we're not paying enough attention on what we really need. You know, maybe the less glamorous position of a box-to-box midfielder who is going to disrupt, you know, any offensive attacks, that is going to help Chelsea transition quicker, you know, get the ball up the pitch quicker, find that key pass, and register assists. I feel like that's the area that Chelsea really need to be spending big. But Noni Madueke for 35 million is not a bad punt. And considering that our attacking line has not been producing the goods at the moment, then it's not a bad investment. And a lot of people have been talking about how does this work with financial fair play? What are Chelsea doing? I've done a bit of digging, watched a few videos, and it looks as if the fact that we're recruiting these players on such long contracts, that we're going to be able to spread sort of our outgoings over a longer period of time. And that means that we are just about going to be okay with the financial fair play. And the fact that Chelsea won the Champions League not that long ago, there was a big cash injection there. You know, previous successes over the past couple of years, playing a lot of Champions League football, etc., has given us a lot of money at our disposal for us to reinvest. But it looks like we're reinvesting big this season, and it is going to be make or break this season. Guys, does that worry you a bit, Chelsea fans? Is that a bit concerning? Because top 4 is quite a way off. And I'm, in the case of Noni Madueke, I think that is a more humble signing. That's more of a 35 million for a player who we could potentially see could be very, very good. It seems to be more of a sensible signing, but obviously in the case of Mudryk, and in the case of some of the players that we purchased in the first window, those extreme fees, I think that it could severely backfire on us, the amount of money we've spent. I think it's almost $500 million now, and we've just got to hope that Chelsea do the business. We've got Liverpool tomorrow. I mean, getting a win would do wonders for our confidence, wonders for this new influx of players, and it could really change the tone around Cobham, around the club at the moment, which I think is a bit there's a lot of confusion, a lot of uncertainty. So getting the win tomorrow at Liverpool, I think, would be massive. It's a great time to play Liverpool, but it's also not a great time considering the form that we're in. But let me know what you guys think. If you can, like this video. If you did like it, that would be really helping me out. Show any support you can. Leave a comment in the comment box. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one in a bit.